sick right now, but it doesn't matter because we got what we wanted. Now, Raja Jackson is not going to be doing up to 7 years like Wade originally posted in a thumbnail. It was a video he titled, Raja Jackson is absolutely cooked, charged with felony battery. But we now know that Raja Jackson is essentially going to be just fine. Yeah, he's going to be just fine. Thank goodness. Because Syko Stu should have never put his hands on Raja. Now, whether Wade Concept wants to admit it or not, Syko Stu was on the job, okay? Drunk as hell and assaulting people who did not work there, okay? When you're at the job, you are representing that place of business, all right? So, clearly, you're at fault for assaulting someone who was not a wrestler. It does not boil down to the fact that, oh, he said sorry. It doesn't boil down to the fact that, in Wade's opinion, he hit him in a way that completely excludes Raja Jackson from being able to blame him for assaulting him. Like, he was so great at assaulting Raja Jackson that Raja Jackson should never be able to say anything about it. Yeah, sure. Go strike Wade's daddy with a cat. I saw your dad. I saw your dad, nigga. Go strike Wade's dad. And don't actually do this. I'm not encouraging this, but I'm saying if you were to strike Wade's father with a beer can, 100% it would either be a physical altercation or you'd probably end up shot. So Wade's sitting here while Chud the Builder's running around doing everything, and he ain't got a problem with that. Keeps rechecking up on Raja Jackson. Keeps acting as if he can't stand to see Raja Jackson do something similar to what Syko Stu already did, which is go overboard, okay, and assault that nigga. Now check this out.
What happened? I will not hear anything otherwise. I won't hear, oh, he was a kid. He's 25 years old, 26, I guess now. I won't hear, well, Syko Stu assaulted him first.
How old? It doesn't matter what you say you won't hear. You're officially hearing it, and you can't do anything about it. And you want to know what else? We won't hear any of these excuses that you say, because Raja is getting away with it, nigga. So it doesn't matter what you say you won't hear. You won't hear that Syko Stu did it first. Well, we don't give a damn because provocation takes away, right? You cannot blame him for a situation that your precious Syko Stu started up with assault. All right, now check this out.
Stu work hit in the pro wrestling business. That means very lightly tapped Raja Jackson with an empty beer can.
Bro, he don't work, okay? He is not a wrestler. I did not sign up for a beer can to the head in any context, you bitch ass nigga. I didn't sign up for that. Therefore, you keep your hands to yourself. I don't care how drunk you are. I don't care how happy you are with your friends who signed up for this, who know what they got themselves into. When somebody comes up to that place of business, you keep your hands to yourself. You keep your hands to yourself, nigga. Or you'll have a situation where you will be at fault, where you will be liable for the series of events that takes place after. Because no matter what you say, Raja Jackson didn't put his hands on anybody. So what a lucky day where you can blame somebody who wasn't the first one putting his hands on people, where he got his hands put on people, and all you did was say, well, Raja Jackson better take getting hit with this can, better take getting assaulted so damn well that it doesn't fall back on Syko Stu. That's what you're demanding. I don't give a damn if Raja Jackson attempts to de-escalate the situation by letting that man apologize. The fact of the matter is, he was still wrong. He's still wrong to me. This isn't going away. This is a stain on my reputation. I was wronged, okay? And so even if I want to be cool about it and say, listen, you said it was an accident, you know, it's whatever. There's nothing I can do about it at this point in time. Me going home, me getting a nap, me sleeping with my girl before I go in and essentially sue your ass, okay, does not invalidate me suing you. I'm in a place of business. I made a conscious decision not to create even more of a scene than Syko Stu already created. Multiple people claimed that it was an accident. I didn't believe it, nor do I have to. However, with this many people asking me not to create a scene, I lean more into the de-escalation. Now it feels as if you're now being punished for not being a dickhead. Now you're being punished for not starting the equation, for trying to allow it to de-escalate. Since Syko Stu put his hands on you, and you don't want to fight 20 people at once, and you don't want to fight on live, and you don't want to immediately crash out and tell all the people claiming it was an accident, no, F you, because you don't want to go about that and look like the worst person there, Wade is saying you have now invalidated your ability to say that Syko Stu was wrong. No, I haven't. I could smile in your face, shake your hand, and you could get a summon to court. You know what I'm saying? The next day. I'm sure it doesn't move that fast, but you get what I'm saying. It doesn't invalidate the fact that you were wrong and that this happened while you were representing this place of business. Wade wants to skip all that and start at the point where Syko Stu is now getting punished. So what was okay for Syko Stu ain't okay for Raja Jackson. You put me in a situation with limited options, okay? I did the same thing to you. And you see how niggas feel about when it happened to you? Yeah, that's how I felt about it when a can went up to my head. But once again, Wade tries to invalidate the assault because it was such an amazing assault that Raja Jackson should be happy he got a beer can smacked against the side of his head while he was on live in front of millions of people.
And on his head because he thought Raja Jackson was another pro wrestler.
There is no because. Double check. You don't know what he thought. First off. And you're trying to sell this as if it's fact. I'm sorry. Who made you the mind reader that could go in Syko Stu's head and that could verify Syko Stu's, what Syko Stu thought in his head? You don't know. That's something he could have lied about. Hell, when the other people were telling Raja Jackson, excuse me, I'm a little sick right now, but when the other people were telling Raja Jackson that it was an accident, Syko Stu wasn't saying shit. So they were mind reading just like you are. Bunch of damn liars. Check this out.
And was confused, and probably was a little drunk, I will say, but immediately apologized.
No, I don't care. You're drunk at the job, putting your hands on people who are not at the job. Fire him. Just like they said on Boondocks. Yes, you know what I said? Fire them. Negative elevation. A term I learned in college. We call it negative elevation. You know, that's personal. Look, man, come on, let's go.
To Raja because he didn't know he wasn't a part of the show that night. And then Raja accepted his apology just to get on kick.
So peep this. When talking about what Syko Stu did and what he shouldn't have done, okay, it came with all these excuses. First off, you started by telling us what you weren't going to accept and what you weren't going to hear. Flat out. And now listen to it. Once you go to talking about what Syko Stu did wrong. No, so it's our turn. I am not hearing that. I'm not hearing that it was a light tap. I'm not hearing none of that. You at that job, if I'm at a job and the customer walks in and I strike him in the head with an object and I say, my bad, I thought you worked here and we were just, no, I don't care. He doesn't work here. That is a mistake that comes back to bite you. You're liable for that. There is never a situation where you can strike a man in the head with a can. He came there to the place of business and that's not your fault and that you don't have to assume responsibility because of how Wade Concept feels about the level of intensity you put the can on his head, but you still crushed it. The drink in the can still went everywhere, right? You literally reached out and palmed another man's head, held his head still with one hand while you drove something to it with another hand. Shut up. Shut up, Wade. Shut up. Produce a video where somebody is crushing a can on your head when you go into a place of business and didn't come in there for that, didn't sign up for that. Let somebody crush a can on your head, and then let's hear this same excuse.